Hey, Centrics! Welcome back to Will It Sequel, where we have a quick chat about the trailers to upcoming sequel or prequel movies that we want to watch. Today's topic, the upcoming holiday series for Disney Plus, The Santa Claus's release date, November 16th on Disney Plus. I'm Nate, and she is the Mrs. Claus to my Sandra. Finally did it.
There you go, smacking the mic again.
Smucking the mic. Smucking?
What the heck is that?
Smucking the muff mic. How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. Getting to my favorite time of the year.
And we're all decked out on Disney stuff. You got Minnie, you got Jack, I got the Star Wars hat. Since we're talking about a Disney classic at this point, a staple of holiday movies.
Yeah.
It made it on the wish list, a Santa Claus, and they decided.
Can I finish telling you how I feel?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm so excited to talk about this.
I know.
How you doing?
Excited for the cooler temperatures.
Yep.
That was a brutal summer.
It was, especially with the fires back in September, which ruined a couple of our recordings, especially the Dr. Pepper episode.
I know. Now we got to do it again. And I'm curious about this new series. How about you?
Yes. I like this time of year, too, because warm bowls of chili, soup, bean stuff. I get to eat all that. The end result, I know, is not
I don't like
pleasant.
it when you eat bean stuff.
But my hype level is at a certain point. But what is your hype level based off of the Santa Claus trilogy?
Well, I definitely have a piqued interest in this series, especially this storyline where it's Scott Calvin's 65th birthday.
Drip over that tongue.
I know. Coming up. His family is being relocated to suburban life, thus he has to find his replacement. Interesting storyline.
Yeah. My hype level on this is, I would say, 8, 9, unlike A Christmas Story Christmas, where it's, 7, 8. You got 3 movies. It's like a really good trilogy. I mean, the first movie made it on our holiday watch list.
Yeah.
One of our patrons list. Everybody, I think, likes Tim Allen as the Santa Claus. And the concept is so interesting. Like in real life, I've been doing this job for 20, 30 years. I'm going to retire. And, he was a normal guy in the workplace, but then he became Santa Claus. So it's been, over somewhere between 2 to 3 decades that he's been the Santa Claus. So now he's retiring, and his kids that he had with, Mrs. Claus, they don't know, they just know the North Pole life. But both him and her, they had a normal life before coming to the North Pole. So it's going to be adjustment, The first trailer was a nice teaser trailer. Nothing like a super tease, like a Christmas Story Christmas teaser. So that you got some stuff. Plus Brady was in there. It was hilarious. Elves freaking out.
Yeah.
But a second one came up. So, you got a little bit more flavor, a little bit more taste of what is going to happen.
Yeah.
You got any favorite moments or lines from the either one of the trailers?
Well, yeah, definitely the elves flipping out when he, announces his retirement, and Santa saying, do we have,
crisis counseling.
Crisis counseling, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good moment for me. The one that just dropped not too long ago.
I like that Bernard is back.
Yes. Missed him from the third one.
Yeah.
The escape clause. My favorite moment in the second trailer is when they're at a coffee shop and he orders a coffee, but he goes, replace the coffee with cocoa, put some peppermint, and crush up some cookies.
Yeah.
And she's just like, the barista's eyes are so big, she's trying to figure out what the hell. And
are you kidding me?
What do you want me to put? What do you want me to? What name do you want to put on there? And he's like, Santa. And she's like, sir, my job is hard enough.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of like slinks down a little bit and goes like, ho ho ho, Kind of reminds me of like classic Tim Allen and Home Improvement. So yeah, both trailers have got me really psyched. The only thing that I would say that I don't care for, and I don't know if it's on your radar, is the beard.
It wasn't until you pointed it out.
You know,
I can't not see it.
I know all the beards, the fake beards were. I think the one that looks the best was one. We know it's a fake beard, but it looks. It went with the ensemble. This new
one, it to me, this one reminds me of. It's kind of like a mashup between like his, regular fake beard, and when they were replicating the Santas.
Yeah.
And that was a plastic. He was plastic. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. I agree.
Thank you.
Anything else about the trailers that you like or don't like? Pros, cons?
Well, yeah. No, not really. I mean, I like that they've got most of the same cast.
Yeah, always a plus for SequelCentric.
Yeah, always a plus. I like that they are bringing some characters back, like I said.
Yeah.
Bernard's back. And I really didn't have a dislike.
Another thing I like is they're dropping the first 2 episodes on the 16th. So that's good.
Yeah.
I think it's a 6-episode event. So
it seems to be the Disney Plus thing they're doing now.
Yeah.
They did that with a few of the Star Wars series.
Android. 6-8.
Android.
Whatever.
Andor
being the exception. It's 12.
Obi-Wan. They did it with Obi-Wan.
8, I think. Andor's the only one that's 12. All the other Star Wars ones are like 6 to 8. But yeah.
I think they did it with Mandalorian too.
Yeah. I believe it's got a 4 or 6 episode run. I forget.
It's between 4 and 6.
So I think that's good. If you had to predict how many minutes per episode, what's your Disney prediction? What would your perfect time for each episode be?
I was going to say about 30 minutes.
Disney and you, or just Disney? You're right. I'd guess like between 26 to 32 minutes. My perfect time would be 37 minutes in a row. But yeah, it's right around the corner. So what's your hype level?
Do you need it? Do we need it? Do you want it?
Exactly.
Post it in the comments below. And before we go, let's give a quick shout out to all our super and outrageous patrons. And thank you to all the other patrons like Mike.
And Fernando. Your contributions help us make small and big upgrades for the live streams and recordings. Check us out on Patreon. /.com.
/.com.
Yes. /.com.
Shut up.
So
Patreon.com/SequelCentric and find a tier that works for you.
That's it for today. Please check out our other content like SequelCentric's 50th episode. If you're still in the Halloween mood for some reason, woo! You can go check out our Patreon vault drop.
Halloween.
All over on YouTube. And Will It Sequel Rosalind over on Patreon.
Yep.
Plus, you can listen to us on podcast apps like
Apple, Google, and Amazon.
And until next time, ask yourself this one question.
Will it sequel? Bye.
Bye.